Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Locke. How are you? Hope you're doing well. It's an interesting time to start. Apparently we're just following the highlights of the Tour de France. So now everyone's put down their bicycles. Hopefully we can introduce you to a wonderful way, actually, to wash your bicycle. Yes, to dry your bicycle and your car. And all manner of other different surfaces, because we have the Miracle Chamois. It's right there on the screen. Now they are the world's most absorbent cloth. You buy one, you get one free. It's a whole bundle, so a total of 6 cloths, 4 large and 2 small. Normally £40. Essentially, you're getting the entire kit and caboodle for half price at £20 and 5.95 P&P. Now, bear in mind that the P&P is a fixed charge, capped at $4.95 actually. So any items that you order that have $4.95 P&P, you'd only pay $4.95 once. You may pay an additional surcharge on top for certain items, select items like this, but then only that whatever is over and above the $4.95, if that makes sense. But I'm not going to get bogged down in that because that just wouldn't be right. And he felt it coming, didn't he? What? Oh, it's ruined the segue, because this is David Wright, you see. And it wouldn't be right, and then I was going to segue to you, because your name is also Wright. And that's what I was...
How did it all go wrong? Because I chuckled.
Because you chuckled? I
chuckled.
I don't know, well, it's just, I was impressed that you knew you know my brain well enough now.
Yeah, and it was a fantastic segue.
It would have been good. If it had come off, it would have been, would have been award-winning.
Next time.
And I bet you've
First time I've ever heard it.
Ever heard that?
Yeah, never heard it before.
On your name before.
Thank you for joining us, viewer. The Miracle Chamois is what we're showing off this evening. And if you've never seen one before, this is what they look like. They're massive, 70 by 50 centimetres. So please feel free to cut them down to any size you want, because for some people they're a little bit hard to work with even. To use with one hand, the full size. But if you're washing your car, watch this, they're fantastic on your vehicle. Keep it at its original size if you're going to wash the car with it, because that's a big job where you need super absorbency. You might have a bigger vehicle, maybe a caravan or a truck or even a boat if you live near the sea, but it'll do that as well because they're super, super thirsty, super absorbent. One thing I haven't done to it yet, Rob, did you notice? What hasn't he done?
You haven't kissed it yet.
I haven't kissed it yet, and I'm not going to just yet anyway.
Okay. You haven't wrung it out either.
Haven't wrung it out. No. Haven't squeezed it. Watch this. We'll show you how much it holds. It's starting to leave a little bit behind now, so it's quite full. Check this out.
That always gets me every time. It's a lot of water.
A lot of water, and you know, if you're defrosting your fridge or your freezer, they're very handy for that. Maybe you've got a big spill of washing machine that floods, a leaky pipe under the sink. You get the idea.
Sure.
Me, sometimes I take a shower, but with the curtain on the outside instead of the inside. So you can use it as a bath mat too, and that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We know sponges work, kind of. They pick liquid up, and then they dump it all over the floor on the way back to the sink. No good, and that's probably your next best bet. These turkeys, you ever use one of these J-cloths? Some people call them handy wipes. Tell me, what's handy about that? It just spreads the mess around the kitchen. And for picking up spills, what a turkey. Try this. Take your chamois, lay it in the mess. Keep your eye on the liquid, because this happens quickly. They absorb up to 20 times their own weight in liquid.
Like a thirsty camel in the desert.
I was just going to say something like that. Yeah. Like a liquid vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, a liquid vacuum cleaner.
A thirsty camel in the desert. That's good, actually. Do you mind if I borrow that line?
Please, go ahead.
That's pretty good, yeah. And what I like about it is it locks it inside. There's no drips. No drips apart from the guy next to me. Just kidding. Anyway, we give it a twist. We can use it again. If it's dirty, it goes in the washing machine. And just look how big they are. Use the whole length to your advantage. If you're washing your car, get the job done fast. Maybe on windows. What about windows? Shower screens, patio doors. Absolutely fantastic. A streak-free finish each and every time. And you may be wondering, well, what do we get for our money this evening?
What do you get for your money this evening?
I'm glad you asked, Rob.
Thanks.
I was running out of breath. We sell them regular price, $19.99, £20 for 2 of the big jumbo ones. Yep. We always try and bring you a special deal here on Shop on TV. So 2 big orange and 1 blue one for £20. That's our regular deal, and there is an item number for that. I'm not going to quote the item numbers, but please don't order this package, because for no extra cost, and we can't do this all night because we simply don't have enough of these, for no extra cost, it's the Bog Off Special.
Yeah, don't order the one at the bottom left of the screen that you may like. Ignore that. Pretend it's your worst enemy and you're going to steer clear of it.
If you get your item number right, you
469.
get a complete second set absolutely free.
Amazing. Now,
Can I say that again?
Yeah.
Double the value.
Yeah.
Complete second set, absolutely free. Buy one, you get one free. So you get 4 big jumbo sheets, 2 blue ones for £20. It's phenomenal value.
Actually, even more so, because if people are sitting there thinking, yeah, but I can get J-Cloths, you know, sort of 10 for a fiver or whatever.
You'll be buying them again next week, though, you see.
They come with a year guarantee on a blooming cloth. But actually, they'll last you if you use them, you know, just for regular dish drying and washing.
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years. If you once a week on your car, up to 10 years.
Up to 10 years.
This is the last cloth you're going to have to buy for a
It's a good
very
investment
long
for
time.
£20. Seriously.
You'd have bought.
And if you're sitting there thinking, do I really need 4? Do I really need that many? Well, think of it this way. Here's one for your car. You can leave it in the car. Here's one for the house. You could cut that into quarters for dishcloths. A third one, if you have dogs, any pets at home, fantastic for grooming those and drying them off. Drying the kids off, or you could have it under the sink in case disaster strikes for a big spill, but we'll tell you more about that later. The fourth one, well, if they're all in the washing machine, you could have that as a spare, or you could use it for jumpers.
Jumpers?
Jumpers.
Jumpers?
Jumpers. Let me tell you more.
Man's lost his mind.
Any woolly jumpers that you can't put in the tumble dryer, here's one I made earlier. Could be cashmere, cotton, wool or Angora, doesn't really matter. The garments that you can't put in the tumble dryer, when you wash them, they're a pain, aren't they, to dry. Maybe you use a coat hanger and you've got like corner marks in it for...
Yeah, for sure.
And who knows what other method. Bath towels. Leave them around for 3 days.
Sure.
Now, watch this. You take your damp or wet jumper and roll it up in a chamois. In as little as 20 minutes, it's bone dry and ready to wear. If it's a super large jumper, you'll use 2 of them, and that'll form a sandwich, otherwise known as a shamwich.
A sandwich. Very
Courtesy
good.
of our floor man, Sam. That's his line.
Is it played against Sham?
Yeah, played against
They never actually say that, do they?
Anyway, should we do the carpet?
Yeah, but I just had an idea, David.
Please interrupt.
Well, I'm not interrupting. I'm just joining in the conversation at this point, I hope. But I used to, you know, if you go to the swimming pool and you put, when you've got all your wet swimming gear, I'd roll it up in a towel, whatever.
Yes.
But it would come back and be musty. If you forget about it, it goes mildewy. Roll your trunks up in one of those, or your bathing costume.
It's the season for that, isn't it? And if you go camping, use it as a camping towel, better than taking a towel with you. And they're bulky, aren't they, towels to have in the backpack?
What about
swimming? You know, sorry, if you it's going to get hot soon, isn't it?
Well,
if you don't have a paddling pool, you know, you can just drench the kids under there. Why not?
Exactly. Yeah.
Next,
take it to Portugal with you, because most, do you know, the airlines are reporting record profits because everybody's fed up with the weather and they're all leaving the country.
So
these are great as beach towels, aren't they? Absolutely
they are
phenomenal.
great as beach towels.
And when you do go away, make sure your plants don't die, because you can even use them as a gardener's friend.
There you go. You've been here before.
Been here before.
Yeah, you can use them. Gardeners, Rob's exactly right. When you're going on holiday, cut a circular piece perhaps and put it in the tray of your plants, drenched in liquid, and what it will do is hydrate your plants when you're on holiday.
Wow.
So you don't have to get the creepy neighbours over to water your plants, at least for the first week.
No.
Does a nice job though, doesn't it?
It really
I'm going to show them the carpet, because this is the bit that really impressed me the first time I saw it. You know what happens on carpet, especially at this time of night?
Yeah.
Accidents.
Oh,
Could be a nervous little puppy dog, Spot with the wet tail. Could be a big dog, the golden reliever. Sorry, that was a bit cheesy. Tomorrow night, as my producer Kieran just said in my ear, he's a mad England fan, and he's absolutely adamant that England are going to bring it home. When Harry Kane knocks in a penalty, and you knock over a pint of beer on the carpet, this is what you want to reach for. I don't know if you've noticed, but this is quite a serious spill.
It's a very serious.
Hopefully you won't get one this bad at home, but we're trying to create,
but that could be going through your underlay, your floorboards, into the
It's going to go through everything if you don't get to it quickly. This is a proper mess. What you can't see at home, can we just pan in here, cameraman, thank you, to underneath the carpet. Yeah, now that is a minor disaster.
Oh.
It's Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to get through to the floorboards and
Oopsie.
rot them. If it's
Yeah.
in the car, it's probably going to rust.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the first thing you reach for when you spill a drink, Rob?
Well, I always go for another drink.
Another drink. Very
Hey.
good. Another drink. And then the kitchen towels. Now, we all use these. The problem is, correct me if I'm wrong, you use them once.
Yep.
They last, what, 5 seconds if you're lucky. They get wet, they fall apart, we throw them in the rubbish.
I'd use after
Go and
roll
get
on
some
that.
more.
Yeah.
Save a tree. You know, 2 double rolls a week is up to 400, 500 pounds a year if you buy the good stuff.
Yeah.
That is a lot of money. And you just throw it away, cash in the trash. Take your chamois, use it over and over and over.
Themselves. They really do. Yeah.
When they get dirty, they go in the washing machine. So just remove any excess liquid. Please remember to use them damp. A little bit of pressure with your hands.
These are great, by the way, if you're a contractor. They'll pick up some really tough spills, won't they? Even
Plumbers love them.
paints and things.
Yes, painters, plasterers.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
you see the colour change? The stain's
yeah.
almost gone. I'll do the other side. The good news is, at this time of night, if that was the last bottle of 12-year-old scotch on the carpet, the shops are all closed. No need to waste it. Look, back in the glass. Couple of fresh ice cubes. Some of my friends say it actually tastes better the second time around. They don't have a nervous puppy dog, of course. Now, underneath the carpet, of course, everybody wants to see. We have to do it twice because that was a big spill.
Yeah.
The floor is going to be bone dry already. And I have to say,
I mean, it's amazing.
they are fantastic. Isn't it nice to find something that really works for a change when it comes to cleaning cloths? Here's the proof. Wow. Pretty amazing.
Honestly,
You do use it just once for a spill like that and it's paid for itself, hasn't it?
this is one of those strange products, David, that it looks so impressive and people go, wow, that's amazing. When you actually add up the amount of money you spend on kitchen towel, now I buy the premium, I say it's Blitz and they're a great brand, but I use them mainly for napkins, for serviettes.
Yeah.
I don't use them for clearing
They are the enemy,
spills.
you know?
Well, yeah, so but occasional use, no problem.
Yeah, we're all going to have to use them once in a while.
Of course.
Hard to get away from them, yeah.
This is your spend in a year way more than £20, way more than £20 on kitchen towels, J-cloths, sponges, all those other types of thing. And the fact is simply this, and I mean this completely 100% in all earnest, none of those are going to be, I don't believe, anywhere near as good as these. These will last you on average, I mean, mine are 4 years old. You'll probably get 3 to 5 years depending on how much you use them. They are really tough stuff. Up to 20% of their own body weight in liquid is what they will absorb. They will absorb more than any other cloth on the market. As far as we know, there isn't actually another material on the planet that we're aware of that absorbs as much as this stuff does. So if you were going to buy a pack of cloths, use one of the 4 that you get in the large one and just cut them to the size of a dishcloth. If you're going to dry up, this is, I mean, why do we use tea towels? They get all musty and mildewy. You know, they're left damp. They're no doubt an absolute hive of scum and villainy when it comes to bacteria. These, I mean, these will dry your dishes if you still do it that way manually, and your plates and your cutlery and glasses better than anything else that I've ever used, that I have ever used. They are just superb. And why spend more? It's like if I say to you, give me £20 now, and I'll give you conservatively over the next, I'll give you 200 quid back. You bite my hand off. That's what buying these does. You can stop buying all those other things that are wearing out quickly and you're throwing away. You're hemorrhaging money at the moment. Put your finger in the financial dike and get yourself one of these or a pack of these, because they will literally service you for years in ways that no other cloth can.
Absolutely. Very well put. Very well put.
Thank you.
Yep.
And here it is on a car.
You can see it on the car there. They're brilliant on the car.
Decks, yeah.
Wherever
if you've
there's
got a
liquid
boat,
you don't want.
Oh, what, sorry?
Wherever there's liquid you don't want, basically.
Well, yeah.
Here's
yeah.
the nervous puppy.
Yeah.
Bless him.
So that puppy's dehydrated, I can tell you, judging by the colour of that.
Yeah, and that is a top-loading South African washing machine, for those of you that don't know.
They're so much, or it's similar to the American ones, they're so much better than the front-loading ones. I wish we had them over here.
Yeah.
They really do work
easier.
better.
Easier to manage, I think.
And again, drying your pets, they absorb so much and so quickly. If you have very long hair, these are amazing. Wrap your hair in one of these because it will dry it in super quick time.
Any hard surface, wherever there's liquid you don't want, you're just going to love them.
What about
condensation around the windows or the windscreen of your car? They just pick up so much liquid, and use them as a floor cloth too. Maybe you open the fridge, drop the apple juice on the floor, or somebody else does, picks that up. I'm not here to knock the famous mop. We've all got mops in the cupboard at home, and we all need them. But if it's just a quick, surface clean or a spot clean, if somebody drops something on the floor, think about it. By the time you've taken the mop and the bucket out of the cupboard and got it all together, and you got the detergent and the chamois already done the job. Three times over.
Find me a cloth that's got a year's guarantee, and find me a cloth that's going to last 3 to 5 years with average use. By the way, and if people are not satisfied when they use them, what can they do? Yeah, they're guaranteed, basically.
They're guaranteed for a year.
Yeah.
You just send it back, and you get your money back. Simple as that. But do you know what? We've been doing this for many years here on ShopOnTV.
It's the highlight of the Ideal Home Show, isn't it? People, if you ever go to the Ideal Home Show, you'll see people.
So few returns. You know that.
Oh well, of course, because
very few.
You only use them once, and you go, blimey. Like when you dry your stainless steel sink, as I do, normally you go over that a couple of times with a dishcloth, and it's still down. It's still you get streaks. You do it with this. It's bone dry. It's squeaky clean dry. Or squeaky dry.
Super absorbent.
Yeah.
And like we say, you can cut them down to any size you like. Into quarters is good. And then you've got 4 fabulous dishcloths that'll last you 3 to 5 years.
I saved my bath mats because they're the same size as my bath mats.
Good for a bath mat.
The bath mat's not absorbent.
Absolutely brilliant as a bath mat. Put it underneath.
Yeah.
Because bath mats,
they've saved my life. Sometimes what I forget, I knock because I'm a bit broader at the moment, and so I sometimes elbow the shower screen, and the shower water goes out onto the floor.
And
a couple of times I've nearly slipped and killed myself.
Yeah.
So I'll put one of these. I put these down instead, and instantly you're on a safe surface.
You can fall over. Now the question is, at what age do you stop falling over and it becomes a fall?
Yeah.
See, I'm 55 now. If I fell over in the bathroom, would it be a fall? I hope not.
No, I hope
anyway,
not.
That's
You're
a bit
quite
morbid.
spry for your...
So sponges, try and pick that up with a sponge. Really not going to happen. Take your chamois. It absorbs more than any material we know of. Remove any excess liquid. Please remember to use them damp. They absorb more that way, funny enough. And watch this.
Should you wash them when you first get them?
Like a liquid vacuum cleaner picks it up. You should wash them first once in the washing machine. Before you use them, if you're going to use them on a really true surface like your car or your windows.
Right.
Just so they don't leave streaks, because they get a little bit of factory fluff on them.
Right.
And you just want to beat that off, basically, in the washing machine.
What temperature in the washing machine?
No hotter than 60.
Okay.
And whoops.
And don't use
no drips, look. No fabric softener. Yeah, the good news is, as you pointed out, when you buy them, you get the 1-year satisfaction guarantee, and there's a few handy tips on there as well about how to wash them. Don't put them in the tumble dryer, and if you cut
and if you are using these in a commercial or industrial environment, they will stand up. Now, depending on how harsh the chemicals are, it may degrade them faster, but they will stand some pretty harsh abuse, won't they?
They will. It's commercial quality cleaning merchandise,
So bleaches and caustics and things like that.
Paints and stuff. You know, you want to avoid stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But look,
acid's going to burn right through them, of course. They're not totally bomb-proof.
But if you spill paints or thinners or, all right, it might ruin the cloth, but at least the cloth will get it up.
Yes.
And what else would?
Good question.
You know what I mean? You kick over
They're handy for all those little dinky jobs that you find a real fiddle, like defrosting the freezer. And maybe if you have a fish tank.
Use them in your crisper drawer to keep your vegetables crisper.
Very good, very good.
Or you know what? If you get those little storage containers, you can actually you can cut them into strips and put them in the bottom of the storage containers. They absorb the moisture and stop things going mouldy quicker. They make your food last longer.
Put one in the kids' sandwich box when they take it to school.
Great idea. Even in their shoes.
Have soggy sandwiches.
Oh,
put it in their shoes as well. That's right. If it's raining, I know it rains here occasionally, and you've got to send the kids off to school in the rain.
Put them in their soccer boots or rugby boots.
There you go. Keep their feet dry when they're in the classroom. I mean, Look, how much do you reckon that holds? 5 cups of liquid?
If you're going to go and see a concert with your favourite artiste and you're worried about getting too excited, maybe sit on one.
Oh Okay, very good, very
Like
good.
if Gemma was going to see Taylor Swift, she'd need a pack of these.
Really?
She'd be really excited.
Look at that, no drips. That is just
She'd be
fantastic,
perspiring,
isn't it? Super,
obviously, is what I mean.
absorbent. Wash them whenever they're dirty. Don't put them in the tumble dryer. Try not to use fabric softener with them.
Yes.
But they last for years. And this is their natural colour. They won't bleed in the wash, so you're not going to get, you know, if you put them in with your white socks, you're not going to have yellow ones.
Great. I have used these. I haven't been to the gym for a while, but when I do go to the gym, I use them as a sweat cloth. They're great for absorbing sweat from your brow.
Yes.
So I cut them into the size of like a flannel or a small towel.
So there you go.
Cut them in half, basically.
I already knew that athletes use them.
Yeah.
But now that's all the proof we need.
Now
Rob
you know
Lock.
Now you know elite athletes.
Yes, elite athletes use them as well.
There's one muscle in my body that is definitely elite when it comes to sportage.
That's good. That's good. Did you want to elaborate, or should we leave it there?
I'm using it now.
Your gob.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
a
probably a
big
collection
gobby.
of muscles, yeah. It's about the only thing that gets a workout these days.
So NASCAR drivers use these in America. Why? Because they don't scratch the paint. When they get dirty, they go in the washing machine. If they get grease or oil on them, bleach them if you must.
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant.
Superb, really superb. 20 quid. Honestly, you've got a year's guarantee. There's a money-back guarantee on them. If everything we show you and say to you is not completely true, then your money is safe.
Yeah.
You can always get a refund if you're not happy, and that's direct from the supplier. That's not even ShopOnTV's guarantee. They are
a bona fide legend
They
of
just
a product.
are. They're just one of those great products. I know sometimes because we're on TV, people think is there a catch? Maybe they've got some special technology like nanotechnology built in or something, or we've got a stunt cloth that we're actually going to just send you the regular one, whereas our special stunt cloth does all of this. No, everything you see here on the telly you can do at home. I know obviously I'm being flippant, but some people do think strange things because it's this weird dynamic of you're at home or wherever you are right now watching and listening and getting to grips with all of this. Here I am as a television presenter presenting a cloth to you on late night television. I know it's all a bit odd.
There's loads of reviews too, isn't
Oh God, yeah, tons and tons and tons. Honestly, I promise you, they are the best cloth that money can buy. My experience and my opinion, I've had them for years. You just won't use anything else. You might use kitchen towel, as I say, possibly for napkins or, but you'll spend far less money. Now, I buy a roll of 4 of the big Blitz rolls, and I think it's 8 quid from Sainsbury's. And I probably get through, it's about £2 a roll. Now I probably get through 4 of that, one of those a week. So, you're looking at, over the course of a year, what's 52 times 8? It's about 408 something quid, right? That's just on kitchen roll. Is that right?
Really expensive stuff's about $4.99 though for a big chunky roll. Yeah.
Is it really? I didn't. Oh.
£5 a roll.
Wow.
For the really high-end stuff.
Yeah,
And that's a big jumbo roll.
Sorry, I'm using 1 roll a week, so it's £2 a week. Sorry, so it's about £100 a year. Just
you and your son?
And my son, that's it, yeah. If you're a bigger family, but £104.
And
so
unfortunately, we're not here to tell you that you'll never use them again. You're not going to get away from them. But
then there are
use
J
a
cloths.
heck of a lot less. That's for sure.
I used to use the microfiber cloths because we had a bundle that I bought from the previous place that I worked, and they're great. The microfiber cloths
they work all right.
They are good. But this for cleaning your dishes, particularly for drying. If you want to dry anything, I'd almost sometimes use a microfiber to clean, and I'd use one of these just to dry because they are so good.
Yeah.
They are just liquid.
Microfibers are good on certain surfaces for sure, and they're good for polishing.
Yeah.
But nothing absorbs liquid quite like the Miracle Chamois, the thirsty camel in the desert. Yeah, and so you could do, if you were doing your car, the roof, the bonnet, the boot, and the windscreen without having to wring it out. And maybe you're not washing the car, maybe you've had it washed at the car wash, a lot of us do that, and then you drive it home and it's rained.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, yeah.
Rains on the way home from the car wash, very annoying, and then you've got water spots all over it. Looks like it never got washed in the first place. So
drive for Uber or something, or
what you can do is just use this for spot cleaning.
Yeah.
And does a great job, I tell you, does a great job.
You'll want one of these if you're a chauffeur, if you've got a wedding business and you're driving the bride to the church and it pours with rain while she's in there making the biggest decision of her life. You can literally, it's a great way to keep the car valeted and dry and clean in between jobs. Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Look at that, sucking it up it is.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Locks the liquid inside. That's what we like about it. Unlike the sponge, it's not going to drip everywhere. And look, I've got some on my new shirt.
Oh no.
Oh well. It's only water.
Do you know what I use one of mine for? When we get the really hot weather and I don't have a way to keep cool, I stick it in. I damp it and I stick it in the fridge. Actually, not the freezer, because if it was a freezer, it'll be solid. And I put it across my brow.
Yeah.
And it keeps me super cool.
Try the freezer.
Yeah.
I use the freezer.
Do you?
I live in a warmer environment, Portugal. I don't know if I mentioned that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
but in the freezer, because you know, you
does
stick
it not
on
go
your
rock
head.
solid?
It does, but it thaws very quickly, and it's quite a nice experience.
Oh, I'll try that.
It's for dedicated sunbathers in the 40
do you want
degree
to?
heat.
Let me just check with Gemma. Should we quickly do this? Are we doing the carpet demo and then, or what are we doing next? Yeah. Why don't you show us the carpet,
That's
and
a
then
good idea.
we're going to also show another great cleaning solution for the home, which will be
Oh
brilliant.
yes, good compliment for this. I know it well. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're breaking in a new puppy at the moment, little boxer.
Oh yeah.
She's very cute, but they get nervous, don't they? And they make
do.
little messes all over the house.
Yeah.
So if you're puppy training, this is ideal, rather than having these strapped to your hip and using them every time there's a little accident.
Yeah.
The worst animal of all, of course.
The golden
and everybody
reliever.
knows one.
Oh no.
The party animal.
That's the one.
Now, so if there's a Rob Lock in your home, you'll need these.
You will.
For me, it's my friend Gary, likes to pop over on a Friday, likes his vodka and cokes. Usually the third one ends up right there.
To be fair, I drink in
middle of the
moderation.
floor.
I never ever drink. I never drink between drinks.
That's very sensible.
Yeah.
I think you're an inspiration to,
I think so
to
too.
all of us.
No, I am.
Have a
I
look
always
underneath
drink,
the
I always
carpet.
drink
This is
sensibly.
what we can't see at home. The hardwood floors, seen better days. And instead of reaching for your kitchen towels, because as you know, we use them once, they get wet, they fall apart. Think of the environment too, by the way. It's another dead tree in the forest, quite frankly. We have to do our little bit to help the planet.
Yeah.
And there's enough deforestation going on out there without us using chunks and chunks of paper towels.
It's mad, isn't it?
They're not designed for this job anyway.
No.
They can't do it. And what you're effectively doing, you'll go and get some more, by the way, and use some more. And then you're pressing the mess down.
It's kind of
further
old-fashioned, isn't it?
below. And it's,
Yeah.
it's making it worse. And it's a waste of money.
There is a
It's like
better
watching
way.
your money get wet and then throwing it away.
Oh.
A little bit
Heartbreaking.
crazy.
Yeah.
But we do it. Anyway, take your chamois instead. Remove the excess liquid. Use it damp and just a little bit of pressure. And the capillary action is what we're witnessing.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, sometimes it just draws the liquid from the edge of the carpet. It's like, I can't confirm this, but I'm sure Moses must have used one of these to part the Red Sea all those years ago.
I can believe it. Again, we don't have empirical evidence to that effect.
I wasn't there. I know.
No,
I'm quite old, but not that old.
No, we're not that old.
So the stain's gone almost. We do the other side, and the good news is that last drink, that last bottle of 12-year-old Scotch, no need to waste it. Straight back in the glass.
Lovely.
Just kidding. Don't do that
No.
at home. But
Poison yourself.
yeah, if you use it just once for a spill like this, hey, phenomenal. And you'll bless the day they came through your front door. They're just that good. They really are.
Yeah, yeah.
We sell loads of them every time we're on here. And the price is phenomenal. £20 usually gets you 2 big orange ones and a blue one for windows. Tonight's super special is, for no extra cost,
And make sure you use item number 469893.
you get 4 big jumbos. It's buy one, get one free. So 4 big jumbo orange ones and 2 blue ones
Yeah.
for £20. Terrific value. There's your windows taken care of. Cut this one into quarters. You've got 4 phenomenal dishcloths. Use this one for grooming the dog. Maybe this one goes in the car. Use it as a spare if they're all in the washing machine. And this one for your jumpers. Jumpers, that's right. Woolly jumpers.
Technically,
cashmere sweaters.
it's not a bogoff. It's a butguff. It's actually buy 3 get 3 free.
Dry your jumpers in it.
Fantastic. Now you've just gone a step too far.
I know.
How could you possibly dry your jumpers in a chamois?
Treat yourself. You won't regret it. They are fantastic. It's terrific value. 4 big jumbos, 2 blue ones, £20. And the first time you use them for a big spill, or you use them to wash your car or on your windows, you will bless the day you got them through your front door.
what's
A lot
that?
of our viewers already have them, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they'll be looking at the screen going, is that special, right? Have they lost their minds? It really is. Bog off.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
Same to you.
4.
What is that stuff, that expensive stuff that gardeners buy for their plants that in strips that this will also work?
Yes, the capillary mat.
Yes, yes.
So for gardeners, use it to germinate seeds. I think in the springtime, most of that takes place.
Right,
But
okay.
cut a strip, yeah, I mean, you can buy them in the DIY store, ending in base with the big green sign outside.
Yeah. Green base.
Green base. 20 pounds, you get a little strip. So, you know, it's the same material, I think. So
Yeah.
you've got about 6 capillary mats right here.
Yeah. Look, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, in all earnest, and I say this, I always, when I get really enthusiastic about something, it sounds like I'm trying to push it on you. At least I imagine it does, or that I'm trying to sell you these. Please, I have no vested interest whatsoever in whether you buy this. I don't get a commission or anything like that. I'm purely here to express and to present information and facilitate the broadcast. But they are so good because you know what happens is, there are products I use too, and when I know how good they are and that they just are life-changing and money-saving, particularly money-saving, this is, now look, I worked out earlier that I'm using about a roll a week that's costing me, with the bumper pack I buy, about £2. So I'm basically using over just about £100 worth of kitchen towel alone a year. That doesn't take into consideration any other types of cloth that I would buy. Could be J-cloths, could be microfiber cloths, because I don't buy those anymore because I just use the Miracle Chamois and the kitchen towel purely as a napkin for when I eat, and occasionally to wipe up something I've splooged on the side of the hob or something like that. So the fact is that for £100 for a year, and these will last you, these Miracle Chamois, with average use 3 to 5 years. Well, let's say conservatively 3 years. That's 300 quid even if you just completely stop buying any other type of cloth and only use one roll of kitchen towel a week. So you're giving us 20 quid. We're giving you back 300 quid because you won't have to spend, you instantly save that money the second you make the wise decision to buy this now, and you check out now, and you'll get it within literally a few days, and you'll be using it right away. And first of all, the very first thing you're going to do is that you may start to notice very quickly that they work just as well as we say they do, and then that has an effect of making you start to feel very, very satisfied that you made the decision to buy these now. And once you are very, very satisfied that you bought these now, then you know that you're saving money as you go forward. You're doing a better job at cleaning up, a better job at drying. You're basically using these cloths as a superior alternative to anything else that your money could buy that we're aware of. So it's the best way to do it. It's also the most cost-effective way to do it, and it's the way to do it that means that you feel good about the decision you made to buy these right now. That's what's so incredible about this offer. So only decide to check out straight away as soon as you feel completely comfortable that this is going to be something that makes you feel really good about the choice that you made to buy them, and you will. Only as soon as when you get them and you use them and you find out for yourself. Now we're going to come back to David and the Miracle Chamois very, very soon, but there is here is another money-saving product. We're going to give you something you can buy, I think, for £24, £24.99, £24, that's going to make up 150 bottles of all-purpose cleaner that's going to replace just about every single cleaning product you can think of that comes in a bottle, whether it's for your kitchen, your bathroom, your glass, all your surfaces, your wood floors, chrome, stainless steel, your car, your caravan, I mean, you name it. This product does it all. There are only 2 things we know of that this product that is coming up next doesn't work on, and that is chewing gum and gloss paint. So if you spill gloss paint or chewing gum on your carpet, then you'll have to find someone else because this won't do it. But every other job that you use any kind of cleaning product for, this will work. You can even put it in your steam cleaner, you can even put it in your pressure washer, you can even use it in your carpet cleaner if you so desire. So effective it is. It's used commercially, it's produced commercially in great big 5-gallon drums, and you may have seen it already when you see cleaners around the office or around maybe your apartment building if you live in a flat, using a blue liquid. Sometimes a pink liquid, they're the same. Or green liquid, I believe it is. They are the same. But this is the blue version. They don't call it Blue Magic for any other reason that it does exactly what it says on the tin.
Blue Magic is brilliant. Now remember, that one bottle there, that one 500ml bottle, will make up to 50 spray bottles like this here.
And what
so
that's only 43 there, by the way. That's less than a third of what you'll be able to make.
Yeah, but ultimately you've got 3 of these concentrates, so that equates to up to 150 bottles of Blue Magic concentrate. Right, how does it work, what does it do, and how effective is it really? Now, first and foremost...
What does it do and how effective
Well, let me just show you, Rob, okay?
Yeah.
First and foremost, for a stain remover, it's second to none in my opinion, okay? But you'll use it for a heck of a lot more than just removing stains. Now, this is a jar of beetroot, okay? And all I'm going to do is hold the beetroot, pour a little bit of a stain onto the carpet like this and rub it in a wee bit, okay? Now you take your Blue Magic, what you do, you dilute it down to the strength that you require. That's the great thing. So you're diluting it down with regular tap water.
And all instructions are on the bottle.
All instructions,
you can do regular, you can do a weaker solution for glass and things, or you can do a stronger solution
the
for
dilution
really
rates.
Bad stains. Yeah.
The dilution rates are on the side of the bottle, Rob, quite right. Now remember, no acid, no bleach, no caustics. It's non-toxic, it's solvent-free, it's cost-effective. I'm spritzing this on now. There we go. It has vanished, just like that. And it doesn't matter whether you've got a rug, a runner, it might be a short or a deep hard carpet. It could be shag, plush, Berber, Chinese or a Persian rug. It could be the leather sofa. Remember, any surface fabric or material, the way in which Blue Magic works, specially formulated in Staffordshire for over 30 years, it lifts the grease, the grime. It lifts.
Right.
All the mess to the surface you can either wash or wipe away. Remember, as long as the fabric is colour fast, it doesn't remove the colour that's meant to be there.
Yes.
Just the stain that's not. Safe to use around children and pets. Non-toxic once again. Food grade safe, so you can use this directly inside your oven, on your grill bars, barbecue grill bars, food preparation area, and then cook on there or prepare food immediately. And remember, about 16 pence per bottle. I mean, it replaces so much. Kitchen and bathroom cleaner, floor cleaner, hard floor cleaner.
We've got a graphic. Look, funny enough, we were racking our brains to go through some of the things it replaces. But look at this.
We scratched the surface.
We did. Multi-purpose kitchen and bathroom cleaners, carpet and hard floor cleaners, lino and cushion floor cleaners, tile, grouting and ceramic cleaners, oven, hob, air fryer, grill and microwave cleaners, garden decking, patio furniture and barbecue cleaners, upholstery cleaners, stainless steel cleaners, window, mirror and glass cleaners, car engine, wheel, exterior and interior cleaners, and it's also a multi-surface and fabric stain remover as well. All of those that it will replace. That's just scratching the surface. The only 2 things we know of it won't remove are
chewing gum
and
gloss paint. They're the 2.
Now you can wash your gloss paint that's painted and dry, but it just won't clean up.
It won't lift off the surface.
Well, yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, liquid gloss.
Okay, so what we're going to do first and foremost is make a little bit of a mess on the carpet. It could be the sofa, the arm of the sofa rather. It could be inside the car. Use it on your car upholstery. Here's a little bit of wax crayon. So we've got a little bit of blue going down there. Let's go a little bit of green here, Rob. You might have spilt something like a spaghetti sauce on the carpet, a cup of coffee, cup of tea. It could be, red wine or rosé wine. Again, it could be something that you've walked in off the street. Not very nice, okay? It could be jam, jelly, it could be a syrup or a sauce, it could be a multitude of things. Now we put 3 different colours of wax crayon down there. Here's a wee bit of tomato sauce. Now we don't fudge the carpet.
No, it's not Scotch guarded or specially treated or anything like that. This was cut fresh literally just before we started the show.
Well, I actually buy offcuts from my local carpet guy where I live and just cut it down to size, for the demonstrations. Right, so that was a little bit of tomato sauce. Now, ladies, you've had a night out in the town, you're a few sheets to the wind, you've come in, and unfortunately you forgot to remove the makeup. So makeup marks, lipstick, mascara.
Yeah, or fake
tan. It could
be
fake tan or foundation on the bed sheets. Remember, use your Blue Magic as a pre-treatment, and use Blue Magic also in your mop bucket. Use it in your steam mop, your hard floor cleaner, your carpet cleaner. Use it outdoors. in your pressure washer or jet sprayer, if you like. So remember, indoors, outdoors, upstairs, downstairs, the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, whether you've got
Caravan, the yacht, the boat, the
absolutely. We've all got one of those, obviously,
jet.
on the driveway, haven't we?
Of course you do.
It could be a new stain, an old stain, a fresh stain, or possibly even a pet stain. Now, how much do you buy? How much do you pay rather for a stain remover from your local supermarket?
How often do they not work?
Yeah, or maybe you've hired one of those really good, and they are very good, carpet cleaners.
Oh, the ones that you rent over the weekend.
About 20, 25 quid. Then you've got to buy the
rugs.
solution, okay? And again, I'm not suggesting that they don't work at all. It's just the fact that they only do one job.
Yeah.
So what about if you want to clean your windows, whether you've got Georgian, sash, bay or Tudor windows? You might have something like a Velux window. You might want to clean the conservatory from, bird droppings or tree sap. What about that red wine?
This is where I'll be on my hands and knees sucking at the carpet.
With a straw.
With a straw, right.
Can't fault you there, right?
But I'll tell you what, so I bought some of these, 2 of these electric spray mops.
Yeah.
And there's a little bottle of solution that goes in the back.
Yeah.
But it doesn't cost a lot to buy the mop, but when it's the replaceable pads and the solution to do the cleaning, by Jove are those things expensive, because that's what they want you coming back for more, obviously. Now I use their bottle, but I unscrew it and I put a concentrated solution of or a diluted solution of Blue Magic in there, and that's my new spray mop cleaner.
Now, how about this? This is black shoe polish. And maybe on the Sunday night, you're doing the kids' shoes, getting them ready.
You're getting it, my son.
Or they forgot, and then they've done it rushed on Monday morning, and they've walked across the lounge carpet or the hallway carpet. And
or it spills, because it doesn't come out. You press it too hard, it goes everywhere.
Exactly. Right, let's do 2 more stains really, really quick. So what I'm trying to do here is just sort of simulate some of the problems that you might have at home on your carpets, your rugs, your runners. Again, any type of fabric, it really makes no difference.
This is lovely. It's a Jackson Pollock.
It is a Jackson Pollock.
Well, it's a load of old Pollocks.
Right, so I'm going to rub that in.
I've been told.
Now, one last little stain, and this is something you really don't want on the carpet.
Sauce, darling.
A wee bit. Oh, I've got the mascara as well.
Have you?
Yes.
Well, all right. What you do in your own private time's up to you.
Well, only on a Friday night, Rob. Only on a Friday night. Right. So let's just smear a little bit of that Korma sauce inside there. Yeah. Pop that there like that. So now what we do?
Mascara.
We take. Let's take the mascara. Let's just pop that there for a second. It is a good one. Again.
Have you done your Worcestershire sauce yet as well?
I have.
Have you?
I have done my Worcester sauce.
I must have missed that one.
You must have missed it. Not paying attention yet again. Anyway, so let's take that mascara. Okay, makeup marks. Again, muddy footprints.
Would it do lipstick as well?
Lipstick. It doesn't anything that's slightly waxy.
You've got a lipstick stain on the carpet, though. That's a...
Well,
that begs questions. Well, I suppose mascara does as well, doesn't it?
Right. Now, do remember, you do get 3 of these bottles, and that will dilute down up to 150 of your spray bottles.
So we give you 1 bottle and trigger and a measuring
absolutely,
cup
and a little measuring cup. This is the measuring cup.
So you can do standard dilution, you can do medium, or you can do sort of like a more concentrated solution, depending on the stain. It's all the instructions are on the bottle. All, by the way, for £24.
Now, ask yourself this question. Is your carpet at home, did it cost you more, should I say, than £24? I would probably say yes, it did. And then if you claim on your house insurance, you'll probably have to pay an excess, and that excess is, it can be anywhere from sort of £50 upwards. Is it not worth having a bottle of Blue Magic in your cupboard under the kitchen sink for those accidents that occur?
Wow. That stuff's good, ain't it? It's honestly the only cleaning solution that I use. Now that's not strictly true. I do sometimes put bleach down my toilet. But look, if you were to go to wherever it is in your home that you keep all your cleaning products right now, you don't have to go there physically. You can take a little mental journey if you want. I'm sure you can just cast your mind to that cupboard or that particular area where all of the bottles are sitting right now. Can you just start to think about how many there are? If you were to just tot up in your head roughly how many cleaning solutions you've got in the place or the places in your home that you store them right now, how many are there? And then maybe you could ask yourself, how much did they cost? And when you realise probably an awful lot more than £20, and that you then have to keep going and replacing those. And how often is it that you do replace them? Is it once a week, once a fortnight, once a month maybe? And then perhaps if you really wanted to take this moment right now, just to add up what you spend roughly in a year on cleaning products, here's the question I have for you. Is it more than £20? And I think you'll all honestly agree, if you're prepared to do this and be blatantly honest with yourself and with me, that it's a lot more than £20. But this £20 doesn't make 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 bottles. Oh, sorry, excuse me, I was thinking this was still Blue Magic. Sorry, £24 is the Blue Magic. It's down there. That £24 gives you 150 bottles, probably more than you would use in a year. I mean, 150 bottles, that's what, 1 bottle every 2 weeks, right? Is that correct? So at least a year's supply. So £24, or however much it is that you've calculated you spend a year on cleaning products. And oh, by the way, the Blue Magic, it actually does that. Now that's, do you know, that's a quarter. That's 42 or 44 bottles. I forget what I said on the tape. This is from our Warrington studio, by the way. So that's a quarter of what it a third of what it makes. A third.
Like a lot of mixing going on.
A whole lot of mixing going on. Even if it was just that for £24, you'd be jumping over the cats and dogs to get to it, wouldn't you? It is really, honestly, but the thing is, the main question, the only question really, is does it do as good a job as all of the other cleaning products that I'm spending all that money on? Probably not. It will do a far superior job. So you get it does a better job. You get much more quantity-wise for £24. You're saving potentially hundreds of pounds a year. You do the math, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to try and convince you. If you're not convinced after watching that, and we have got some other demos that if we get time, we'll go back to later. But we've only got an hour left. So let's see if we can go back to the chamois.
Ah, the Miracle Chamois.
I expected the graphics to appear, but instead you did.
And here I was.
Here you
Thank you for joining us, viewer.
You're a genie.
The Miracle Chamois is the most super absorbent cleaning cloth you're ever going to use.
Yep.
You can cut them down to whatever size you like. They're 70 by 50 centimeters, so they're massive. Use it at that size, its original size, if you're going to wash your car. Watch this. Fantastic on the vehicle. So if you've got an expensive car and you want to keep it perfectly clean and get all those little water spots off, you can detail with it.
Doesn't dry hard, does it? Like
you've got an old banger like mine, a rusty old thing, you don't really want to wash it in case it falls apart, then you don't need these. But no, I mean, everyone that's got a vehicle should use them. They're fantastic. They always dry soft, and they won't smell bad because they go in the washing machine when they get dirty.
Yeah.
NASCAR drivers use them. Why? Because they don't scratch the paint. What scratches is little fine particles of dirt. And if this cloth picks up fine particles of dirt, it'll scratch too. I'm not going to lie to you. But this is the only one that goes in the washing machine. So no dirt, no scratches. Makes sense, right?
Makes sense.
Now, you'll notice I haven't wrung it out yet. It's leaving a trail now. That's because it's full. Just to illustrate how super absorbent they are. If you're defrosting your fridge or freezer, it's got to be handy, right? Maybe the kids have taken a shower or bath, and it looks like the hippopotamuses have had a party.
How much water do you reckon that is? That's at least a cup, isn't it? I would have thought.
Yeah, this particular pie plate holds 5 to 6 cups of water.
Oh, so it's more like a couple of cups. 2 or 3.
So yeah, I mean, it could be anything, any kind of spill. Maybe you open the fridge, spill something, you got a leaky pipe, a washing machine that floods, or even the toilet.
Yeah.
On a bad day.
Yeah.
Sponges work too, we know that, but they do leak.
They do.
On the way from the mess back to the sink. Some of it on the floor, some of it in your trousers. Not ideal.
You don't.
Embarrassing.
Don't want to be doing that.
And these? Now, I really don't like these J-cloths. There's any number of accessories and useless little pieces of cloth that we can waste our money on. This is meant to be reusable and washable. You put it in the washing machine once, this is what happens to it. You can put your finger straight through it. They don't do the job that you ask of them. Try and pick up a spill with it. And you leave them to dry, they smell bad. I don't know why. They harbour bacteria like nothing else. Anyway, take your chamois. The king
Not
of
your
cleaning
chamois.
cloths. Lay it in the mess. Like a thirsty camel, it picks it up. Watch this. Amazing, right?
Yeah.
They actually absorb up to 20 times their own weight, and what we just love about them is it locks it inside. There's no drips, unlike the sponge. So you can take it back to the sink and empty it out at your leisure. No mess all over the floor. You think about it, if that was orange juice and you were doing it with the sponge, you've got a big sticky mess all the way back to the sink, haven't you? You really don't want that. So you pick the mess up once and you carry it to where it needs to go. Use the whole length to your advantage if you want to use it for a big job like a, I don't know, patio door, shower screens, the windscreen of your vehicle. Look at that.
These are great for
Perfect.
breakups as well. You know, if you're going to do a lot of crying,
Yeah.
save a fortune in
Hopefully
tissues.
the England fans won't be needing them tomorrow night for their tears.
I was going to.
I don't think so.
You think they're going to win?
I think they're going to win.
you?
I don't know if you remember, but I predicted it on this very show.
You
just at
did
the
that?
start of the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, everyone was telling me, I know absolutely nothing about football.
Destiny.
But people were telling me that they hadn't been playing very well, but it sounds like they pulled their fingers out. Is that right? And they're doing all right
They
now?
did all right in the last game, yeah.
Well, they won it, I suppose, so. So I guess, we'll see.
You've got to, not to digress too much, but the Spanish have a very good team, so they're going to have an off night, I think. But, let's hope that happens.
Well, I hope so. I mean,
On the carpet, watch this. Nervous puppy dogs get excited. And the worst animal, the party animal, who comes out at this time of night. And tomorrow night, he'll be there with his pint of lager, Guinness or stout, watching the game. When the winner goes in, hopefully, the England winner, you knock over a drink, you won't be too worried about picking it up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But to get back to it later, this is what
What's
you
Uncle
need.
Frank going to be drinking, do you think?
Uncle Frank usually likes his 12-year-old Scotch.
Does he? Yeah.
And he's good at spilling it all over the floor. We send him home quite quickly afterwards, usually. Take a look underneath the carpet, though. This is what you can't see at home. The hardwood floors have seen better days. Take your chamois.
I prefer
instead
a 25-year-old.
of the kitchen towel. A 25-year-old Scotch.
25-year-old Lafroig. Yeah, before the 25, they're not as good.
Yeah. If you knocked one of those over, you would seriously contemplate putting it back in the glass.
They're like £30 a shot, or 50 quid, I think, actually, for a
Yeah.
shot of 25-year-old.
You've got to be careful with that stuff.
You have.
Absolutely. I believe it's got to be called whiskey when it's a single malt and Scotch if it's blended. Is that correct? So 25-year-old.
Not necessarily. It could be. You can call it a Scotch.
Jimmer,
no, you can call it a Scotch whiskey because it's from
Jimmer,
Scotland. Scotch has to come
why
from
does Jimmer
Scotland.
know so much about Scotch? Do you think?
Because she's a connoisseur of fine beverages. No, it's got to be made in
talent.
Scotland, just like champagne. You can't.
Yeah,
call
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's only sparkling wine, but in America they spell whiskey with an E, whereas here they spell it without an E. Yeah. It's interesting when you go to I
It's unusual. They usually drop an E in where it's not wanted instead of the other way around.
I know. When I went to Scotland and I first hit the Highlands, I was driving with my son's mother, actually, this is years ago, and I saw a distillery, and I was like, oh, I wanted to stop and see that. Oh, there's another one. Oh, should we stop? Oh, there's another one. You can't. You could throw a stone and hit distilleries, but depending on which side of, because we were in Loch Ness and Inverness, and the loch is very peaty. So any water that travels from, what would it be, from one side of the loch through the loch and then out the other side, any distilleries on the other side are going to have a very peaty flavour. The whiskies will have a peaty flavour, whereas before that they won't. You know? So it's fascinating stuff.
Yeah, it is. It is. And aging it, of course.
Yeah.
The value.
Sometimes they age them in wine casks, which gives them an extra sort of flavour profile. Or sherry as well as the other one. Yeah.
I'm going to finish cleaning up this mess.
Oh, yeah,
All
okay.
the same to you.
Sure.
Kitchen towels, we use them once.
We
They
don't
fall
get time
apart.
to catch up, David.
Save a tree. Save a tree. And reach for your chamois.
Yeah.
You know, you can use it over and over. The kitchen towels, we use them once. We do have to try and do our little bit for the environment. Save a tree. Take your chamois, lay it on the mess. A little bit of pressure with your hands. If it's a puppy dog piddle, use your feet.
Right.
Not on the puppy.
No.
On the chamois. Look, the stain's nearly gone. We'll do the other side. That last bottle of 25-year-old Scotch. Lagavulin, you tried that one?
I've tried them all, mate. Yeah.
Straight back in the glass.
I did want to become a whiskey
Couple of fresh ice
connoisseur
cubes.
at one point.
Uncle Frank will never know the difference.
Yeah.
And nor will anyone else at this time of night, probably. But look, it holds a lot of liquid, doesn't it? I mean, in all seriousness, you're not going to put your Scotch back in the glass, but That's impressive. I'm going to leave that out there, actually.
Can I just say to viewers
finish
watching,
the job.
if you're in Scotland, you get a chance to go, if you ever go to visit Loch Ness, stay in Dromna-Droghett, and there's a wonderful hotel, in a couple of them actually, near Dromna-Droghett. But next to this one particular hotel near the Dromna-Droghett village,
watch this.
there is the whiskey shop, and you can go in and actually buy a lot of these incredible whiskies.
Now you see the colour. That's fantastic. You see the colour change in the carpet.
I was really
That's
interested,
impressive,
wasn't I, David?
Yeah, just went a bit too far left field with it, though. I think personally.
Okay.
I was done with it.
Oh, fair enough.
But then I'm here to sell chamois, so
That's true. That is
anyway,
true.
have a look underneath the carpet. Bone dry. Pretty
Yeah.
impressive. Yep, use it just once for a spill like that. And I know you love yours, Rob.
I do.
And I hope you never have to use them to pick up your 25-year-olds.
No.
Do you prefer the peat taste or the non-peat taste?
I prefer the non-peat taste, but there are certain, like Lafroig's slightly peaty. I don't mind. It depends. If it's a smooth peaty, if it's too much, they can get quite strong. If it's too peaty, no.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I like the peaty taste.
Yeah.
I didn't really know it was peat, but that woody taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, as you say, not too heavy, not too strong with that.
Yeah.
You can taste the difference between like an old cheap famous.
Oh,
grouse
you really
and,
can. I know. It's because funny in America I don't know if I mentioned I lived in America.
You lived in America?
Yeah, and they use Glenfiddich. They always talk about Glenfiddich as like their sort of poster
Rolls
child
Royce,
for a good
yeah.
whiskey, and it is a good whiskey, but it ain't the best whiskey.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Just then,
If you're the director or the CEO of Glenfiddich, don't take it personally. It's nothing.
No, not at all. No. Gemma's just telling us all about her least favourite whiskies. I think we've discovered. I think Gemma, the trouble is you're just a cut above many of the guys that you're going out on dates with, and they're intimidated by your knowledge and diverse interests. Anyway, as you said, David, you are here to show the chamois.
Yeah.
After 2 o'clock, I like to have a little banter.
We do tend to drift off a bit on the last hour of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got them at home, by the way, if you're a previous chamois owner, a proud chamois owner, which I'm sure you will be, do email in and let us know how you're getting on with them and how much you love them.
What's the
we'd love
email
to hear
address
from
they
you.
should use, do you think?
Wow, that's not really my field, Rob, of expertise. What are you here for? Apart from to talk about Scotch.
I'm here to talk about Scotch. It's studio at ShopOnTV.co.uk, studio at ShopOnTV.co.uk. Yeah, it's interesting. I find all those. Obviously, drink responsibly and all of that, And
remember, we were on one night and some guy wrote in and dared us to, if he donated £100 to charity, and I was going to be able to drench you in one of these
that's right.
live on air. Whatever
Nothing ever happened. We replied. We didn't get the donation.
Lucky you.
I know. I was really trying to do my bit there. That would have been fun. Yeah.
Right, watch this. 5 cups of liquid right before your eyes. No other material can do this and lock it inside. You'll love them in the fridge for taking excess moisture away from vegetables.
Like a thirsty elephant
mold and
in the
mildew.
savannah.
A thirsty elephant in the savannah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. No drips. It locks it inside like any good elephant.
Oh, yeah.
Check that out.
Unlike my maths class, there were lots of
You
drips
will
in
love
there.
them. Treat yourself. They're fantastic. You get 4 big orange ones and 2 blue ones for £20. Our regular deal is it's £20. You get 2 big orange, 1 blue. But tonight it's bog off in preparation for the big game tomorrow night. We're celebrating the imminent victory for the English. We'll be dancing in the streets tomorrow night, and you won't need your chamois there unless it's raining. I know it never rains here in England, so we've got nothing to worry about there. But use it to, polish your replica trophy, perhaps.
The celebration's
or
already
dry
started.
yourself off when the beer goes bouncing off the ceilings if you're
there was celebration.
4 big orange, 2 blue ones, £20. Phenomenal value.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Sorry, you were saying?
No, I was just saying there were celebrations on the Thameslink tonight. There were, a bunch of footy fans singing their wonderful, lovely melodies.
They've gone
in
off early
first
then,
class.
haven't they?
I know. It was... Why can't we have close harmony quality singing when it comes to football celebrations? It's always the people that can't sing at all that sing the loudest, I found. It was rather discordant.
Yes.
And I sat there in a huff the entire journey because I was like, oh, for God's sake, shut up. But, you know, I understand that the nation...
You didn't lead the choir. I thought you might have
No.
upgraded the whole thing. I think the English fans are phenomenal. I mean,
I couldn't...
have a bit of a dark history from years gone by, but
yeah, I wish I could be that passionate.
I like the whole culture and the passion behind it.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, the camaraderie and the hooliganism we don't need.
Not so much the sing. No, we don't need that anymore. But that's all stopped now, hasn't it? I think.
Yeah,
I once met a professional hooligan. This was years ago when I was in my 20s. A
professional hooligan.
And through a couple of friends, there was this guy that round at one of my friends'
So he earned money from being.
Well, all right. I guess he didn't earn money from it, but he specifically used to go out and sort out violence just for the sake of it. And I was like, and he was a little weedy fella, and I thought, why? And he seemed like really like a really nice bloke when he was there at our friend's house.
Leader of the firm, was he?
Maybe.
Part of the firm.
Yeah. But I just like, why? What leads people to be so violent? I don't understand it.
Have you noticed, viewer? He hasn't wrung it out. I've just been.
He hasn't wrung it out.
Cleaning up liquid while we reminisce about days gone by and football hooliganism, etc. But they are super absorbent. Use it to wash your car, any vehicle, really. Inside and outside. If you spill a drink, the kids open the fridge, drop the apple juice on the floor. Sponges work too, we know that. But they do drip and dribble everywhere, make a bigger mess. Try this. Take your chamois. Like a thirsty camel, it picks it up. Like an elephant in the savannah.
I made that up, Gemma, a couple of minutes ago.
We know, Rob.
No,
we know. It's okay. It's okay. It's Rob's line.
No, she didn't hear. She obviously didn't hear. And when you said it, she was like, oh, good one. It's like, hang on a minute.
No drips.
The one creative thing I've done all night.
Use the whole length and clean up the mess at home. Great as a floor cloth. You know, if you've just got a localized spill on the floor, you don't want to have to drag the mop and bucket out. It's quick and it's easy. 4 big jumbos, 2 blue ones for £20. Jump in. The water's warm.
Okay, why don't you email us, studio@shopontv.co.uk. Why don't you send us, I don't know, your aspirations or thoughts or hopes or dreams or wishes about the footy tomorrow night? And also, can I ask you a favour? We're almost at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Can you, if you watch YouTube, can you go to ShopOnTV Live, that's at ShopOnTV Live, and hit subscribe and the bell icon? That would be great. It would be great to get to 1,000 subscribers. But no, I'd love to hear about your football thought. I mean, listen, I'm just trying to put my finger on the nation's pulse right now. We are live. We've got nothing better to do, apart from the miracle chamois, obviously, which are phenomenal. But I just think a good chamois and a good footy story.
They do go hand in hand.
They do go hand in hand, yeah.
There will be drinks spilt.
There will. And tears,
maybe. You know
tears of joy.
Whether it be in celebration
sadness, only tomorrow
or in sorrow.
Yeah.
There will be drinks on the floor tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yep. Publicans, reach for your chamois. Be ready.
Yep.
You've seen some of the scenes when they score and the beer just goes bouncing off the ceiling and thrown into the air. A lot do.
Yeah.
The coffee shops in Bucks.
Oh, yeah.
They have them.
Why? Because they're the best cloth money can buy, we believe.
Why wouldn't you?
They're the most absorbent cloth money can buy.
They use a small piece to wipe down the, the steamer on the end of the coffee machine.
Yes.
Keep the dried milk off it.
Yeah.
Anyway, bit of trivia for you.
No, but it's all good. Because look, anywhere you want to clean or absorb a liquid, use one of these.
Yeah. We've had an email.
Oh, go on.
Dean
Sorry, I
the
missed
Caravaner.
That. Okay, this is from Les, who apparently is a caravaner. Yeah.
Thanks for emailing in.
And what did he say? Well, what did he say? Oh, he wants to know if it would be good to clean his caravan.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the one thing these don't work on. It's funny you managed to find that. No, of course.
Aren't you brilliant?
Perfect, I know.
So good at your job.
Absolutely brilliant.
We sell loads of them at, thank you, Les,
Yes,
for
thank you, Les,
emailing
yeah.
in,
Yep.
at caravan shows, live exhibitions throughout the country. Used to, anyway, pre-COVID,
Yeah.
used to do the whole tour of caravan shows. They're fantastic inside and outside the caravan. You know when you set it up when you're camping and you can't always get them level, and then you have a shower and it just drips and dribbles. There's water everywhere. If it's been raining, you come inside, there's mud everywhere. You use your chamois at the doorstep.
Great.
As a floor cloth. Dry the boots off, we'll get all the mud off them, and then just throw them in the washing machine, hand wash them, hang them out.
And off
Excellent
you go again.
for caravanning and camping.
But also boats. If you have a boat, if you have a wave runner or a water ski, jet ski, I think is what they
I know you
call them.
use it on your yacht.
I do
Rob,
use it on my yacht,
of course.
but I don't. My staff use
And
it,
if-
obviously. You know.
If you, yeah, of course, the staff.
And on the
they have
Lear.
one each, yeah.
One each,
And on the Lear, yes,
Yeah,
which is the silver one.
Yeah.
I noticed the black one was a little bit dirty when I popped into Heathrow the other night.
I lent it to a friend and they didn't return it in good condition.
There you go. You should get him to chamois it off. But they're fantastic.
So yeah, they're absolutely brilliant. If you're a pool cleaner, I don't know why I thought of that. From Learjets, my head was transported to rooftop parties in Los Angeles, and then they usually have a swimming pool. I've been to many of those. Yeah, well, a lot of the hotels have. They turn the swimming pool on the top of the hotel into a nightclub at night, obviously.
Yeah. Funny enough.
And they're jolly good fun. Yes.
Yes.
I've been to America.
You used to live in America, didn't you?
Did I? Oh, have I not mentioned it before?
Not for 7 minutes.
I don't mention it. Now I don't even mention it. It's everybody else who mentions it.
We've been trained.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, no drips.
Yeah.
Shall I do the carpet? Let's do the carpet.
Oh, let's do the carpet.
By the way, you get
Let's
4
live life
large
on the edge.
orange ones and 2 blue ones for £20. It's terrific
blue,
value.
baby. I love
Usually 2 in a blue,
2 in a blue.
but tonight,
That's
€3 final special.
Yeah.
You get 4 orange and 2 blue. One for your car, one for your caravan, Les. One for the kitchen. Cut them into quarters for dishcloths. So that's 3 big jumbos there. A 4th one for your woolly jumpers. Cashmere sweaters that you can't put in the tumble dryer. Roll your jumpers up in a chamois. And don't forget 2 of the blue window chamois.
What's
These are
the
great.
difference?
Regular price, $4.99 each. Fantastic on windows.
Okay.
The difference is, apart from the fact that one's orange and one's blue, is the blue one is a tighter weave. They call it the window chamois. It's meant to be better on glass, meant to give it.
And so TV screens as well and things like that.
Yeah, any plasma screen stuff like that. But
Amazing.
don't get me wrong, the orange ones are great on windows too.
Yeah,
I've
no,
used
for
them
sure.
there. Yeah, but
And also on plasma screens and things.
I actually use these as a dishcloth,
Good
Yeah.
idea.
to be honest.
Yeah. I
They're
don't
a
have
nice
the blue
size.
ones. I've only got the orange ones. So
You could have orange in the kitchen and blue for the loo in the,
blue
in
for
the,
the
in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Give that a try.
I see what you did there.
4 big jumbo, 2
Da-
blue, it's £20. I mean, jump in. The water's warm.
David, I'm not entirely certain I've grasped the concept of these yet, and it's so seldom that I've ever had the rare chance to watch your demonstration. So I'm going to practice a little something I call the sound of silence. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here
I'll be nervous.
and watch you do a whole round of your, because it is really impressive. I have to say, this man has been pounding the pavement, or the shows and the different exhibitions and things for what, decades?
But too long.
Too long, yeah.
But
And
I don't
you are
get
one
to
of
do
the
it for the money. I
originals and
just
best.
love the people.
You love the
You meet a lot of lovely people out there.
You do. That's very true.
Yep.
One of the things
So
you don't get to do with television.
You really just the whole thing. You're not going to.
I'm going to shut up.
Wow.
In fact, I will walk off set. Are you happy? If you're happy, I'll even walk.
No, I want you to feel it before
You want
you
me to
go.
feel it?
When it's damp, it feels like leather. Do you agree?
It does, yeah. Well, yes, I do.
When it's dry, it feels like felt. Yes?
Yes.
A little bit.
Yes.
They always dry soft. They never dry hard, unlike a leather chamois, animal
Yeah,
chamois.
yeah.
A lot of our viewers have probably used those down the years. Animal chamois are pretty good, not bad. They're okay. They dry hard like a rock, though, and eventually smell bad. This one, it always dries soft. It won't smell bad. It goes in the washing machine. Use it on your car. Use it on a bigger vehicle, caravans, motorhomes, trucks and campers, RVs if you live in America. They are super absorbent. In the kitchen, as a dishcloth, It's the best you'll ever use. Cut them into quarters to use around the home. Watch this. If you're defrosting your fridge or your freezer, fantastic. A leaky pipe under the sink, a washing machine that floods, the toilet, the dishwasher, you never know. I mean, sometimes I take a shower with the curtain on the outside instead of the inside. Use it as a bath mat. Good idea. Sponges work too. They tend to leak though. They drip and dribble on the way back to the sink. J cloths. J stands for junk, I think. Probably not allowed to say that, too late. Use them for what? People in America call them handy wipes. What's handy about this? Please tell me. They don't pick up a spill. They smell bad. Take your chamois, lay it in the mess. Watch this. Like a thirsty camel in the desert, a thirsty elephant in the savannah, it drinks it up. They absorb up to 20 times their weight, and what I love about it is there's no drips, it locks it inside. Pretty impressive. Take it to the sink, wring it out. Look how big they are, by the way. If you're lazy like me, use the whole length. Get the job done fast. Windows, shower screens, the windscreen of your vehicle, they're absolutely fantastic. No streaks or smears. I'm going to show you the carpet. This is the best part. Then I'm finished for a little breather, and we'll be back to Rob Lock with an E. Isn't it great? Super silent. Nervous puppy dogs get excited. There's Spot with the wet tail. You got a big dog at home? There's the golden reliever. Big dog, big mess. Very unfortunate. It's not their fault. You can't get angry with them. The worst animal, the party animal. Uncle Frank with the 12-year-old scotch. Auntie Mary with the red wine. The kids with their Ribena, fruit juice, little youngsters. Bless them. Have a look underneath the carpet. This is what we can't see at home. The hardwood floors have seen better days. If that's in the car, it's probably going to rust. The first thing you reach for when you spill a drink, I know, another drink, and then the kitchen towels. We all use these, and I'm not going to tell you you'll never use them again, but they're a waste of money. They last 5 seconds, they fall apart. Save a tree, help the environment. Take your chamois, remove the excess liquid. Please remember to use them damp, or they won't work quite as good as they could. And of course, that's the first time you'll remember me, the nice young man from New Zealand, not Australia. Little bit of pressure with your hands. Look, the stain's nearly gone. I'll do the other side. That drink that you spilt, that last bottle of 12-year-old scotch, if the shops are all closed, no need to waste it. Straight back in the glass. Couple of fresh ice cubes, and Uncle Frank will never know the difference. Bless him. Underneath the carpet, everybody wants to see. The floor is going to be bone dry already. And here's the proof. One thing I've learnt in this job is sometimes nobody believes a gosh darn thing we say. But seeing is believing. Here's the proof. Isn't that amazing? Treat yourself. They are brilliant. You get 4 big orange ones and 2 blue ones for £20. It's a terrific deal. If you've used them before, you'll probably be thinking now's a great time to stock up. That is a very special, and it most certainly is. Rob, it's great to have you back. Did you want to use your best organ? Is it a miracle? Could it really?
Sorry about that. I forgot to turn myself on.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. How are you? I told you I could do it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure I could.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Me too. I finally shut up.
Yeah.
Do you know
Did you enjoy it?
Do you know? I did. Do you know what I've started doing? And I don't know why. Maybe it's just middle age. I start dreaming, and even my son's mentioned this. I start dreaming, but I speak the dream out loud. So I've woken
Might
up.
not be so good.
And for the last 2 nights, I've been having dreams about work and conversations with colleagues. And I've woken up and I've been in the middle of a and I'm literally hearing myself talking out loud in mid-flow with a colleague. And then I think you realise that maybe you need a holiday.
Yeah.
And by the way,
I will
next week I will not be here Friday, Saturday or Sunday because I am taking a weekend away. I'm taking my parents and my son.
Don't tell them. There'll be crowds gathering. I know where it is. Don't tell them. Don't tell the viewers. They'll go mad.
There will be a line of
queues at the beach.
The queues at the beach. Torquay, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
He's dropped it.
I can't wait to meet all of those lovely people in
Traffic
Torquay.
jams all the way down the M3 next weekend, won't they?
They're going to have to start getting the police cordons in early. Yeah, so I'll be there Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I can't wait. So sorry, commiserations if you will miss me on ITV1 and STV, and
but it won't be long.
Congratulations if you can't stand the side of me, and are glad to see the back.
And congratulations if you've already ordered your miracle chamois.
Yeah.
I'm hearing in my earpiece that it's very busy. We do have thousands of sets we can sell you, 2 big orange and 1 blue. We don't have thousands of the buy one get one free special. So if you're thinking about it, there's plenty of you with it in your basket. You've got to check out, or someone else can come along and pinch it.
They can. And
it won't be yours.
Like a
treat yourself. They are
in
good.
old London town. We'll get the Rozzers after you if you do that.
The Rozzers.
Yeah. Ooh. That's what they used to call the police. The Rozzers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They've got a lot of names, the police, haven't they?
Yeah, the Peelers was what they were called, I think, one of the earliest nicknames, because Robert Peel was the one who started the police force, was he not?
Was he? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Peelers, they use that name for strippers in
Do they?
America. You should know that.
Because they just peel off their clothes?
Yes.
I wouldn't know. I've never been to a strip club.
No, I just hear it on the grapevine.
Yeah. Actually, I can't stand strip clubs, I'll be honest with you. I have been to a couple, but they're not my cup of tea.
Anyway...
apparently we're not going to continue with that conversation. All right, then. See, I'm an open book, me.
Look, no drips. Absolutely brilliant.
The only strippers I use are the ones you get your wallpaper off with.
Yeah, I know the ones.
They're not always very good with the trowel, though. Sorry. I'm going to get in trouble for that one.
Look how big they are. Use the whole length, get the job done fast. Windows, shower screens. Absolutely brilliant. Always use it damp.
Always use
you're
the whole
polishing or buffing, and then you can use it dry. But apart from that, always use it damp. They come with instructions and a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. As you said earlier, we already know the answer to this. But have you ever paid for a cloth or ordered a cloth with a 1-year satisfaction guarantee?
Never.
No, you have not.
And also then the fact that they, on average, can last 3 to 5 years. So you get it. So you always get it wet first. Use the full length when possible, and then throw it in the washing machine once you want to give it a good
When they're dirty,
clean.
yeah, absolutely. And throw them in with your clothes. They won't bleed in the wash. This is their natural colour. Cut them down to any size you want. Little pieces in the fridge. Put them in the kids' shoes when they're on their way to school. As a camping towel, keep it in its original size. 70 by 50 centimetres. They're massive. Caravanners, motorhome owners. It is the season. Treat yourself to some chamois.
Contractors, crafters. Great way to clean up your craft craft messes.
Yes, for water paints and stuff like that. Absolutely.
They are just superb. And then again, if you are using them in a commercial environment, they will withstand bleaches and caustics and things, and it may reduce the life of the cloth.
They're super absorbent.
What else would you use, though?
You're asking the wrong guy.
I
mean, I wouldn't use anything else. They're not phenomenal. They're phenomenal. They're just that good. They really are. They're super duper, double whammy, super absorbent, super chamois.
Very good. That's quite a mouthful. I don't know. I honestly, genuinely don't know why anyone would use anything else. You know what is really going to break my heart, because I genuinely mean this when I say that if you and I, and I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. If you and I were personal friends, if we'd had the good fortune to get to know each other and over a number of years, and we cared about each other, loved each other, and trusted and respected each other, and you asked me, I've got to go buy a new cloth, what should I get? I would tell you the Miracle Chamois. I know that because I've told that to all my family, and anyone who's listened to me has them and uses them. I genuinely cannot understand for a New York minute why anyone would use anything else, because there isn't anything else that we're aware of like this. It's the only cloth that I know of that has a 1-year guarantee. Well, I mean, if you go to your local supermarket and buy a pack of cloths, whether it be a J-cloth type of thing or a microfiber type of cloth, or those other kind of stringy ones, stringy cloths that look like a string vest but tighter weave, you know what I mean? There are all sorts of different cloths, and they all claim to do different things, but not one of them is as absorbent as this. And also, have you ever seen on any one of those packets anything that said that they're guaranteed for any length of time? No. And how long do they last? You know that they don't last very long at all. You use them for a bit, and then eventually you throw them away because you can't put them in the washing machine. They degrade, they develop holes, and they don't work very well. This is the thing. Aren't you sick and tired of using cloths that just don't blooming work very well? Isn't it time to stop the madness and use the cloth that does work absolutely perfectly every time? Honestly, if I could say to you, you've got to buy these, I would. But obviously it's free will and all of that, and you do you. And if you want to use an inferior product and spend more money, because as I said, at let's say £2 a roll for a roll of kitchen towel, yeah? You get through one of those a week, that's over £100 a year. This is guaranteed for a year. So worst case scenario, if at the end of a year it just fell apart, it just like something from Harry Potter just went, you know, and ceased to exist. I've been watching a lot of Harry Potter recently. Then you've still saved 80 quid. Now, if you've got a big family, you might be using 2 rolls a week or more. But even if it's just 100 quid, it's like, literally, if we met on the street and I said, you give me £20 now, you put a £20 note in my hand right there, and I'll give you 5 crisp 20s right back in the other hand. I'm giving you 100 quid in return for 20. And that's worst case scenario. And not only that, because these last, you know, on average 3 to 5 years, with no normal dishwashing and drying and stuff like that, I've had mine 4. You know, 3 to 5 years we'd say is about the average. If you use it every single day on something heavy duty, it might only last 1 or 2 or 3 years. If you use it once a week on your car, it could last you 10 years. But the fact is that, let's say 3, worst case scenario, your cloth with normal daily use is going to last 3 years. So that's now not saving you just £100 on kitchen roll. That's now saving, and that's only based on 1 roll a week. That's now saving you £300. So I'm saying you give me 20 quid, I'll give you back 300. Who, in their right mind, would not be interested in that? Honestly, and I know I'm saying this passionately and vehemently. And I'm not in any sense suggesting that you're anything other than an intelligent person capable of making an intelligent decision. But where am I wrong here? I mean,
call it a no-brainer.
It is literally a no-brainer. And I hope that whatever skepticism you have, and only you know that best, that you can think of the reason why you need and want to get over that right now and make the decision to buy these. Because I promise you, it'll be the best cloth you've ever used. I'm sure of it. I'm convinced of it. I can't guarantee it. But if it's not, you send it back and you get your money back. You can only win. If you don't like it, if it doesn't do what David shows you, and if it's not the best cloth you've ever used, you don't have to keep it. The most it's going to cost you is the P&P. I mean, it just, sometimes I wish I could jump out there like Santa individually into all these different homes. Here, try a chamois. Yeah. The other thing they should try. Well, it's only another product that's going to save you loads and loads of money. £24 going to give you 150 bottles, up to 150 bottles of all-purpose cleaner. Yeah. And not only that, an all-purpose cleaner that's used commercially, that's produced for commercial use, and actually works better than probably an awful lot of the cleaners you're already using in your home. It sounds like magic. Well, it is, and it's blue.
Right, so here's a kiddie's school shirt. Maybe you know your fountain pen has leaked. Maybe you have gone out for a lunch, a business lunch or a personal lunch, and you've spilt something like coffee down your top, or spaghetti, or whatever it might be, or even possibly the oil from your garlic bread. Whatever it might be, there's loads of different things, right? So that's a brand new, fresh shirt.
Yeah, again, untreated. It's out the packet exactly as you would.
You know why it's out the packet? Yeah. Because I don't know if we can zoom in on this, but that's the little plastic clip that I forgot to take off the arms. You can see there where it's straight from the pack. Right, now have a look at this. This is beetroot once again. So beetroot, it could be blood, it could be a multitude of different
we
stains.
always get emails about bodily fluids. Yeah. And so I know that sounds weird, but yes, any bodily fluids, this is great on. Just
maybe
so
you have a youngster that's potty training and they've had a little accident, in bed at night.
One or two.
So use your Blue Magic obviously on your mattresses,
If you've had a little
on your
bleed,
bedding.
or maybe you know you've had a large pimple,
Yes.
and you've turned over in the night on your pillowcase and it's popped.
Yeah, maybe you've had a
all of
nosebleed
that.
in the night or anything
Maybe
of that
a
nature.
little vomitus in the back of the car. This is great for that too.
Right, so here's a little bit of blue ink, okay?
Yes.
So we're going to take the blue ink, Rob. Again, remember, it's so cost effective, non-toxic, solvent-free, no acids, no bleach, no caustics. It's safe to use around children and pets as well.
You said this is used commercially in kitchens. So what kind of places? I know there's a very famous burger chain that uses it to clean all their milkshake machines and stuff like that, isn't there? But it's used, you say, in hospitality. So what sort of food places use this?
Absolutely. So, you know, big food preparation factories.
Commercial
pubs,
kitchens.
clubs, restaurants,
Right.
hotels, hospitals, schools, shopping centres,
Wow.
big blue chip companies.
Yeah.
And you know, if you go into your local shopping centre, you'll see the cleaners walking around with a clear bottle. It's got a blue solution inside.
Yeah.
The chances are it will be Blue Magic.
Or if it's there's another colour it might be as well, isn't there?
Pink.
So if it's a pink solution, that is basically Blue Magic, but just pink colour.
Right, now what we're going to do here, I'm just going to lift this up so you can see this at home, okay? You can see it's a real old mess. And I've gone to town.
It's a Rorschach test.
Yes.
Or is it Rorschach or Rorschach?
One or the other.
One or the other.
But it's a 50-50, isn't
Yeah.
it? Right, let's take the Blue Magic. Now
I can
remember,
see my mother.
you can dilute it down to the strength that you require. If it's really bad, the stain, the mess, whatever it might be, spray your Blue Magic on. If it's really bad, leave it for several minutes to go to
You
work.
can
So
see
that's
it
exactly what I'm going to do now. I'm not going to wash this immediately. I'm going to let the Blue Magic. Here's a little bit of tomato sauce.
Honestly, my son,
tomato
who you know, he has his, what do they call them, kicks? You know, his really expensive sneakers.
Yeah.
Or running shoes, trainers, whatever we used to call them.
By the way, may I interrupt very quickly?
Sure.
You know, those white trainers, the expensive ones,
Yeah.
hiking boots, equestrian boots,
Yep.
football boots, fabulous in all your footwear. But you know those kicks that you're on about?
Yeah.
80, 90, 100 pounds.
And then the rest.
And the rest.
Yeah.
Well, just spray your Blue Magic on and it's brilliant. It removes
I know,
the stain,
I know,
but
I know.
it doesn't damage the material. We poured beetroot juice on here and we also poured should I say, put some blue ink on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we spritzed it with our Blue Magic concentrate. Remember, it's used commercially, Blue Magic, as well as domestically. So we're using it as a pre-treatment. Now, here's the good news. What it won't do, providing the material that you're working with is colour fast, it won't remove the colour that's meant to be there, just the stain that's not. So whether you've stained something like the carpet, maybe the rug, maybe the sofa, maybe the car upholstery, maybe a shirt or an expensive blouse. It's great on grass marks for the kids' trousers, school trousers. Maybe
Cricket whites.
Cricket whites. Maybe you've got that really expensive riding boots or expensive trainers. Remember, Blue Magic won't bleach the fabric, okay? There's no acid, there's no caustics, again, there's no bleach, it's solvent-free, it's non-toxic, really super cost-effective, odor-free and fragrance-free.
Actually, it's interesting you mentioned riding boots for equestrian purposes.
Yeah.
This would be great on all the leathers and the saddles and all that kind of stuff. But all the sports shoes, the expensive trainers.
Yeah, absolutely. Now remember,
the duds, the drips, the skids, whatever they call them.
This bowl here simulates your washing machine at home. Now think about the rubber ring. In the
I just realised what skids is. Sorry. Well, it will work on those too.
I'm saying nothing. Okay. You know the rubber ring on the drum.
Cool.
You know, it gets all gunked up.
The rubber ring of the drum. Yeah.
And
Go
the
on.
washing machine.
Oh yeah.
And then place your Blue Magic concentrate neat in the drawer of your washing machine, and then what you
It
do.
cleans all the washing machine pipes and everything.
Yeah, but what you would do, obviously, once you've pre-treated your shirt, your garment, or whatever it might be, you pop it in your washing machine with your normal, detergent, whether it's gel, powder, tablets, or anything of that nature.
And there's your Blue Magic, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect to use with an amazing Miracle Chamois. I mean, those two, they are the match made in heaven, as Oscar Wilde said.
Yes, they probably are. I'm sure they work wonderfully in tandem together. This is the Miracle Chamois, super absorbent cleaning cloth, made in Germany. You know what they say about those Germans, Rob?
I do.
They make good stuff.
They make good stuff.
And the Miracle Chamois is no exception. Thought they made amazing footballers, but they didn't quite get as far as the English this time, hey?
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway.
Oh dear, I'm
No, but
saying
that's
nothing.
true. They haven't made it as far.
No, that is true. That is true.
There's a lot of teams that would like to be in England's position. By the way, have you seen how absorbent these are? They just
Yeah, they're
love
all right.
liquid. Keep picking it up. If you spill something on the floor, countertops, absolutely brilliant.
If you sweat at night, these are great under your sheet.
Yes, yes. Wherever there's liquid you don't want.
Yes, any liquid.
Let's just not get too expansive on that. But if there's a leak around the home, a burst pipe, a washing machine that floods, reach for your chamois.
Yeah.
Because it works like nothing else. Sponges leave half the mess on the floor. Watch this. They absorb more than any material known to man, we believe.
Like a tiger, like a thirsty tiger in the Serengeti.
A thirsty tiger.
In the Serengeti.
Okay. You can't get tigers in the Serengeti,
Where are the-
I don't
where are
believe.
the
They're in
tigers?
India, aren't they?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
what would be? What
No
would be
tigers in Africa.
No, that's a good point. Sorry.
No drips.
Like
Look.
a thirsty
Apart
tiger
from
in
this
Bengal.
guy. Thought there was tigers in Africa.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, give it a twist, ready to use again. Look how big they are. Use the whole length and get the job done fast on your windows, your shower screens, any part of your vehicle. I'm going to do the carpet real quick.
Sure.
You know, maybe you drive the kids
Take
through.
your time.
Drive the kids through McDonald's. Other takeaways are available. My apologies.
I just want to say there are
used
tigers
to
in
happen.
Africa. They're in the zoos.
Oh, okay, brilliant. Yeah. Good. Well, hopefully they're not that thirsty.
No,
chamois,
like
'cause
a thirsty hippo.
They get their bowls filled up.
Do they?
I hope so. Otherwise, the zookeeper's not doing his job properly.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, get a
Where
little
are
spill.
hippos from? Are they Africa?
Yes. Now the question is, are they hippopotamuses or hippopotami?
I call them hippopotami.
I think so.
Yeah. But they're not just hungry. They are
They
thirsty
are
as well.
rhinoceroses and not rhinoceri.
That's true.
It's a bit of a
Rhinoceroses.
cryptic one, isn't
People
it?
generally, in modern
Anyway.
parlance, use both, don't they?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's hippopotamuses or hippopotami.
I think technically, if from the Latin, it should be I, because us, it's a Latin root.
I think it is hippopotami.
Yeah.
M-A-E at the end. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhinoceros,
Look at that.
of course.
I'm gonna,
Rhino
hey, Rob,
for the
should
word
we
for-
finish the bottle?
Oh, let's finish
It's
the
the end
bottle.
of the night. This is what my dad always taught me to do anyway. We're going to finish the bottle. Now that is a big spill.
That's a really big spill.
Underneath the carpet, this is what you can't see at home. Now tomorrow night when Harry Kane knocks in the winner for England and half the building knocks over drinks on the floor and, you know, maybe you only have a small gathering, your dear friends and
What
family.
time does this finish, by the way? I'm just thinking about getting to work in London.
The football or tonight's show?
The football.
My demonstration will be over in less than a minute. The football finishes tomorrow night about 10 p.m.
Okay.
Depending. If it goes to extra time and penalties,
Okay,
it'll
so I'll
a
be
bit
here by
longer.
then. So maybe get the night bus home.
You'll be dancing on the
interesting.
streets with the happy
Will I?
fans.
With the throngs
I
of
think
people?
so. I'm tempted to come back and just dance with you, actually. Paper towels, they last 5 seconds, they fall apart.
dancing naked
Forget
in the woods.
about it. This is the enemy. Save your money,
This town
save a
needs an
tree,
enemy.
take your chamois, remove the excess liquid, lay it on the mess. A little bit of pressure with your hands. If it's a puppy dog pedal, use your feet.
Not on the puppy.
Not on the puppy, Rob. Why would you say something so
I would.
offensive?
Oh.
Poor little thing. You wouldn't want to hurt the poor little thing.
Never.
You might have one of those cute little chihuahua. Thank you, Karen. I'll tell you why I did.
I've always fancied a Shih Tzu myself.
Straight back in the
that
glass.
other place I
Look,
live, they carry them around
Don't
in
waste your drinks
handbags.
tomorrow night. Back in the glass. If you've got a Spanish fan and they win, and he knocks over a drink, this is how you poison him and pay him back.
Okay.
Don't do that, please, viewer. We're only mucking
Yeah,
about. It's
we're-
late at night.
We're not advocating
Live TV where anything
actual
can
bodily
happen,
harm
and
or-
with Rob Lock
or
on board,
homicide.
it usually does.
Yes.
Have a look underneath when I'm finished. The floor is bone dry already. Absolutely fantastic.
I mean, that is when you really think about what that cloth has had to do to pull that up all the way through the carpet.
Capillary action.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Capillary action. Fantastic.
They're amazing, those caterpillars, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're in the action. That's for sure. They're getting amongst
They're
it.
always trying to get some action.
Yeah, those caterpillars.
Yeah. But they're too
Caterpillary
slow. That's the problem.
Funny guy. We were just talking in the break that maybe Rob should consider stand-up comedy.
Well, actually, I wanted to follow in the
I'm not sure.
I want to
Not
do
sure.
sit down.
Let us know, viewer. What do you think?
I want to follow in the footsteps of Dave Allen, and I want to do sit-down comedy with a glass of scotch. And going back to the scotch conversation.
Oh yes.
And he used to sit in a chair and on a chair with a glass of scotch and just make you laugh, and that's my speed, I think. Yeah.
I'm with you there. I like a comedian who leads you into a story and embellishes. That would be your act.
That's definitely.
Jimmy Carr, fantastic, but
amazing.
he just bangs out jokes one after the other, right? Which is a talent.
I've written a whole routine where it's like, ladies and gentlemen, this is my first stand-up routine, or my first live open mic or something. Haven't quite decided what kind of comedy I want to do yet, and obviously there are lots of different kinds. So, and then I'll show them examples of different types of comedy, and make them laugh in the process.
Yeah, and that's how you test it out and make it good, right?
That's right.
You want to make sure I don't know the postcode or any pub in the vicinity.
No.
You don't want me there.
No, Louis C.K., who, in fact, a couple of comedians from LA or New York, I would go to the TV Academy and they would do panels for, Q&As after an episode of whatever show they're starring in. And Louis C.K. was like, I'm not going to do a Q&A. If you want to talk to me, I'm going to be practicing my new material at the Comedy Store. Come and see me there. Always working, always polishing.
Yeah.
Like you.
You've got to, absolutely. Always polishing my act.
Yes.
Yeah. Always room for improvement.
Yep.
Check it out. Super chamois.
Do you dream?
You get 4 of them.
4?
£20.
Oh, that's
4 big orange ones, 2 blue ones. It's terrific value. Regular deal is 2 orange, 1 blue. Tonight, super chamois special. The double whammy, super absorbent. Super chamois. I got that.
You get
slightly.
6. How do you get 6?
You get 6. 4 big orange, 2 blue ones.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. It's the Euro final special. See that big mess?
How did
Watch
you
this.
say the number 6?
Sucks. 6 minutes. 6 minutes left on the show. Yeah. Sorry, he asked me to do it in my Kiwi accent.
No, I watch a show called Below Deck, and there's this wonderful Kiwi stewardess called Aisha, and she's always talking about the deck crew.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, with the accent, it can make for amusing listening.
Yes, it can sound somewhat different.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a funny thing on YouTube about the deck sealant that's made in New Zealand. Schaefer's deck sealant.
Right.
Excellent. Excellent stuff. It really is.
Oh, you see, that just tickles me. Then.
Yeah, New Zealand. Well, I used to be quite ashamed of my deck because it had bruises and scabs all over it. And then I got the deck sealant, and now my deck was the talk of the town. Yeah, best deck in the business.
I feel I should explain. If you've just tuned in, Kiwis pronounce the letter E like the letter I, so deck becomes.
Yeah, and so that deck of mine in New Zealand, if I was to send you pictures of it, they would be deck pics. But they would be different to what it sounds like in England.
Yeah.
That
is a perfectly legitimate. I'm going to steal that from my. Actually, Gemma's listening as well.
You're going to pop that into your stand-up act.
Yeah, she might have already nicked it.
Get in there first.
I got Alan Ennis with, because...
I remember Alan, yes.
You know how Sean Connery talks?
Yes.
How he says ash. Well, how on earth does he ever ask somebody to take a seat?
And did Alan try and do it?
He did, and he
fell in the hole.
Why don't you... And I had to stop him because he hadn't thought it all the way through.
Live TV, anything can happen.
I'm a little minx, I am.
You're a bit naughty.
I'm a bit naughty.
Naughty but nice.
Naughty but nice, yeah. Oh, you are awful, but I like you. Was that Dick Emery?
Was it?
I think it was one of the old school comedians.
What's the one in the department store?
Are You Being Served?
Yeah.
Michael Inman. Is it Michael Inman?
But the lady with the big...
John Inman.
Oh, there's some good actors.
Oh, yeah, the lady with the big... hair.
I thought it might have been her that said, "You are awful, but I like you."
No, that was a male comedian in drag that said that. It was either Dick Emery or somebody like that. I forget who. You're talking about. I can't remember her name now. What was the name of that actress? That was a very, very well-known and very famous British sitcom, wasn't it? Are You Being Served?
Yes, very good, very good.
Mrs.
And you know what? British comedy stands alone, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In the world of comedy, I think it's
I agree.
the very best.
I agree.
Yeah. No
but
drips,
this is no laughing matter.
This is no laughing matter. This is just fantastic cleaning merchandise. of commercial quality, brought to you at knockdown wholesale prices, viewer. 4 large jumbo cloths and 2 blue ones for £20. It's the Euro Eve, the Euro Final Eve Super Special. Treat yourself. Get in while you can.
You could get hernia with that sentence. By the way, we had an email from a viewer who wanted to see our outtakes. I think we've just provided a whole bunch of them.
Gemma just said something silly. What about if we lose? Not going to lose. Not going to lose. No.
It's apparently not going to
believe. We all have to do the Ollie Watkins.
The power of attraction.
And manifest it.
The law of attraction, yes. That's
manifest it. Send all that positive energy. And tomorrow night, we'll still be dancing in the streets at this time. Won't matter if it rains. Take a chamois with you.
I think the nation could do with a bit of good news, don't you? I think we could do with a win.
Bit of an upsurge.
God knows I could do with a win, and I'm sure that I should.
Shall I do the carpet one more time?
How long have we got? We got 2 minutes. Can you do it in 2 minutes?
Oh yeah.
Probably twice.
Absolutely.
And what about
nervous little puppy dogs or whoever it is that knocks over a drink? This could be anything. Of course it could. Tea, coffee, juice, wine, water, beer, doesn't really matter.
No.
It all smells
liquid is a
bad
liquid.
in the end.
Yeah.
Even water, you leave water there long enough, it stinks. It's
it does.
Damp and mouldy.
Yeah.
You've got to get to it quickly because below we have the underlay.
Andale.
I knew that was coming. Oh, Speedy Gonzales. Dripping wet underneath.
Dripping wet.
Absolutely. Look,
Shining
look at that.
wet, I think you'll find.
That's a minor disaster.
Or whining, anyway.
The first thing you reach for when you spill a drink, another drink.
Somebody else's drink.
Then the kitchen towels. We use them once. They get wet, they fall apart. It's like watching your money get wet and then throwing it in the rubbish as it falls apart in front of your eyes.
Like doing that.
Save a tree, save some money. 2 rolls a week can be up to £400 a year. Think about that. Cash in the trash. Take your chamois, use it over and over. A little bit of pressure with your hands. And look, the stain's nearly gone. I'll do the other side. That last bottle of whatever it was, whatever you spill, it just draws it straight back up to the surface. That's capillary action. Underneath the carpet, the floor is going to be bone dry already. Think about it, viewer. You use it just once to pick up a spill like this and it's paid for itself, but you'll use it every day because it's a cloth. That's amazing. Treat yourself. Jump in while the water's warm. And come on, England.
Come on, England.
That's it from me.
Everyone's singing It's Coming Home. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Rob.
I really enjoyed this evening, I have to say.
Yeah.
When I do another
Me
talk
too.
show, I want you to come on and just, I want to talk to you in a non-chamois context. But thank you for coming.
Absolutely. My
And I'll
pleasure.
see you tomorrow night.
Have a great
Thank you very
evening.
much. Bye.